YouTube? Mini Flies back with another video. This time I'm going to talk to you about the different weapons in Red Dead Redemption. Some I'll include had to do with Red Dead Revolver. Mainly I'm going to be talking about the history of the weapon, if I do know when it was made, the real name of the weapon, if I do know what it is, and it's basically overall what's the strengths and weaknesses of the weapon. So start off first with revolver/pistols. This right here is the first gun you get. You get it when you're level 1 on multiplayer, and you instantly get it whenever you play the single-player game. This right here is the Cattleman Revolver. Nothing special. This is the only weapon besides a Gatling gun that you shoot somebody in the head, and it will not kill them in one shot. I repeat, this is the only weapon, so it's a good joking around weapon. And when it comes to killing people, like actual players, I think it'd take anywhere between 4 to 6 shots to kill them, not including headshots. If you get a headshot on him, all you have to do is shoot him once in the foot, once in the hand, anywhere else will kill him. But this one shot to the head will not kill the person. I've seen right here, shot him right in the mouth, right here. So on my screen, he's actually kind of, you're super. Can you do me a favor? Can you kind of jump a little bit, move around a little bit, because on my screen you keep on walking. Like run around a little bit and then get back over there. Okay. The Cattleman Revolver, the history behind this weapon is, I'm not sure exactly when it was made, but in real life, this gun is called the Colt Cattleman. The caliber it fires, I'm not sure. I think it's a 45 long, as were a lot of weapons back then. But in real life, this weapon is a pretty badass gun. In this game, it really kind of degrades the weapon, I think, because it's really crappy in this game. It's also very, very slow in real life when it comes to reloading. So overall, there is no strength about this weapon. None at all. It's not, well, really just joking around. If you're going to try to kill somebody as a joke, then this is kind of your weapon. But it's not really, there's nothing, I would recommend using it as a practical weapon. Next, we have on our revolvers list, the Schofield. As you can see, I have this one gold. The Schofield, in single player, you get it down in Mexico when you go to Chuparosa. Get it down there. Get it down there in Chuparosa from Landon Ricketts. You do a couple missions for him. He teaches you how to use the Deadeye a little bit better, and you get a Schofield, not his Schofield. You get a Schofield. And Schofield overall is not that bad of a weapon. Very, very distinct gunshot noise. Very, very distinct. Creates loud echoing. Pretty good when it comes to headshots, because I like the single action. If you don't know, that's whenever you have to pull the hammer back every single time whenever you fire the gun. The double action, that's why it's called double action, because you do not have to pull the hammer back on it. The single action, you have to pull the hammer back on the gun. That's why it's called a double action. But this is a single action weapon. Same thing with the Cattleman. That. It's single action. And overall, I like the single action guns because it kind of steadies your aim, I think, a little bit more. Kind of smooths it out. Overall, pretty good weapon. If you're kind of starting off, it's a good weapon to learn to use with, as when it comes to headshots and stuff, because it'll steady your aim pretty good. And it's kind of a cool, badass gun. I'm not gonna lie. Not sure when it was made. In real life, this gun looks very, very weird, and I don't think it looks that good. I've seen a real one in real life. I don't think they look that good. And they're actually very, very slow. I think in real life, I think the Cattleman is probably a better weapon. Anyway, as you can see, this one will kill you one shot to the head. 4 shots. Okay, now, right here's the next weapon, the double axe. This right here is the only weapon that is like this. It's a double action, of course. Not sure exactly when it was made, but I heard rumors that this was the actual weapon that they really deployed the cops back in 1911. This is the real weapon they issued the cops back then.
How do you do?
So, the interesting thing about this one is it's the only double action revolver in the entire game. This is honestly my favorite revolver. Like I said, when it comes to steadiness, when it comes to learning the other ones, I like the feel of the other ones, but I like this one just overall. I like the quickness of it. On single player, this thing fires almost as fast as like a high power, but online they kind of slowed it down, kind of like the Bowser thing.
I ain't a fighting man, you understand?
The thing right here, just like the Schofield, 4 shots to the death. Man. He's a whole shot. Sorry, I just have to get everybody out of here. Don't want nobody ruining this. Okay. Like I said, the interesting thing about this weapon is it's a double action. That's really about it about this weapon, though. I like it. It's very, very good. And, like this, 4 shots, kill you. Four shots.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay. Next one, the very, very rare revolver. It's called the Lamont revolver. It's very rare. Very, very rare. Different kind of a weapon. In single player and in multiplayer, you will find nobody carrying these unless they are another player or unless you find them somewhere. Which in single player, you have to go down to Escalera and buy it. But anyway, you'll find nobody carrying these that's an NPC, okay? This right here is real life. This weapon right here, I know actually quite a bit about this one. This one right here in real life is a black powder. I believe that this is the only black powder. Actually, no, I think I'm wrong about that. I think the Schofield is a black powder as well. But this right here is a black powder. You can obviously tell it's a huge gun. It has 9 shots. And the reason why this got famous is because during the Civil War, a lot of people think it's a Mexican weapon because you get it from Mexico. It isn't. It's a French weapon. Lamont is a French name. During the Civil War, the American Civil War, there was a general in the Southern Army, the Confederate States of America Army, and he was a general of a pretty big squad. I don't really know, to be honest, what the name of the squad was or anything, or his name. I don't know. But his cousin made the Lamont revolver. And so him and his cousin worked out a deal that he would give out all these Lamonts to help it give a good name if the other guy would sell them to him very, very cheap. Now, overall, I'm not sure how well the weapon was in real life. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that bad. But I just haven't really heard very much great. It didn't have, like, the record of, the Colt Army back in this day. So, it doesn't have really the records of it. So, yeah. Real life, I think it was bulky and weighed pretty much a lot. But real life, in this game, it would take forever to load this damn thing. So, ain't that great. But this one is also interesting here. It takes 3 shots to kill somebody. Shot him again to last. It's fun. Anyway, then folks up there. Anyways, now we're going to move on down to pistols. So right here is a volcanic pistol. I honestly don't know much about it. I know in gun, this is a very, very different gun in the game Gun. Which I'm actually a fan of Gun, but it's a very, very weird design. It's kind of like a lever action, but if you look at it, it's kind of like a lever action literally to it, but in real life, I don't think that'd be very, practical. I think it'd kind of get in your way, to be honest, because all you have to do is pull the hammer back, fire again for revolvers. This, you have to, kind of crank it. Just like you would like a lever. You have to work it just like a lever action. So, honestly, with the pistol design, I think it'd get more in the way than it would help. So that's why I don't think that you see it very much in, real life or in movies and stuff, because it just really wasn't a very good practical weapon. This one right here, I'm not really sure how many shots it takes to kill somebody. Let's find out. 3, 4. 4 shots. 4 shots with this gun. Like I said, I don't know very much about this weapon. If you want to, go find out your own information, because I don't know very much about this. As stats go, I think it's not even as good as the Schofield. The Schofield is the second best pistol. I mean, it's the second worst revolver. So this right here is definitely probably the worst pistol. Unless for some reason you like this, like if you have good steady aim with it, I don't think it's a very good weapon. So, let's move on to the next one. This right here is the semi-automatic. And me, I don't really know, honestly, very much about this weapon either. It looks to me like a copy of a Luger. I'm pretty sure this was made first. But I'm not sure what the name of this is. I'm pretty sure it came out somewhere in Germany, because the design of the Luger looks a lot like this. But it actually looks a little bit more like a Ruger 22, if you know what I'm talking about. But I really can't tell you very much about the weapon, so I'm just going to give you a display of what happens whenever you shoot people. 2, 3, 4. 4 shots. Of course, these are all just chest shots. If you shoot them in the legs and in the arms and stuff, it'll start distorting how much damage it does. This is just plain chest shots, which is where you're going to be shooting most of the time, but still, if you shoot somebody in the gut or the legs, arms, it'll distort how much damage it does. The next weapon is a high power, which I know a little bit about. The high power, a lot of people think it is the 1911. It is not. This is a Browning high power. The original, I believe, was made in either 1903 or 1902. I think it was 1902. And it was it shoots a very, very small caliber. Shoots 32. Basically, a 380. You know how big a 380 is? Basically, this is like a 32. A 380 is the size of a 38, basically. This is the size of a 32. It's very, very small. For the time, this was like a little baby gun. This would be like a 22 compared to now. Okay? Because this is a little baby. Okay? Real life, they did not trust semi-automatics. They did not work all the time, because whenever you get in a fight with somebody, you pull out your gun, try to shoot them, and it goes click. They pull out a revolver, you shoot you once, it always works. You do just about anything to a revolver, and it'll still work. Literally, unless there's something actually wrong with the gun, there's nothing that will go wrong with the revolver. There could always be something that could go wrong with a semi-automatic. Plenty of things. But, anyways, for the game, as this goes, this right here is my favorite pistol. A lot of people will say I'm a noob, you can go screw off, but this right here is my favorite pistol. I like it more than the Mauser. Also, it looks pretty nice. So let's go ahead and use a weapons demonstration. Sometimes it will take 3 to 4 shots. It depends on where you hit them. If you hit just point-blank chest shots like I'm about to do right here.
A player has become most wanted.
Okay. Just point-blank chest shots, then you can get 3. But if you hit them in the arm or something, you know, like I said, distorting the damage, it'll take a little bit more. The next and the last of the pistols is the Mauser. The Mauser pistol, I'm not really a big fan of it, but I know a little bit about it as well. I know the history of this gun came from Germany, I believe. So, it got the nickname the broom handle, because if you actually look at the handle on the gun, if you look at it, it kind of has like a broom-looking design with a grip. Holds 15 rounds, and single player is fully automatic. However, on multiplayer play, it is not. I repeat, watch. Seems like I'm just firing one round at a time. I had to shoot another guy out there. Anyways, those times I'm firing one round at a time. I'm just holding down R2. And it is not shooting very fast, so I'd recommend firing it like a semi-automatic. That's another thing that made the Mauser pretty badass in single player, and made it not badass in this. Because now it fires about just as fast as high power. High power actually does a little bit more damage. That's not what the statistics show on the little bars. If you go on your weapons list and look at the bars, it actually says that it does more damage. That the Mauser does more damage, but it really doesn't. If I were you, I wouldn't trust the statistics for online, because they changed the way the weapons work a little bit online. Okay, now here, let's watch comparison. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there, 4 shots. Right there, 4 shots. That right there is, like I said, not even as powerful. The high power doesn't do, like I said, it just doesn't do as much. A little bit more history on the gun is, in Star Wars, Han Solo used it in his gun, but that's really the only extra. Find this gun in Resident Evil. I don't remember what it's called in Resident Evil, but it's definitely, you'll know what it is. But, Resident Evil 4 to be exact. But anyways, that's really it for just the pistols. Have a good day.